the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Collins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Defensively, here's how they will line it up for Kansas City. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The numbers for Collins last week, 16 carries, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 56 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Eason buying time to his left. High throw, but the catch is made. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
These two teams all tied after one.
Come on, set, 90, roll.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. Looking left side and has got a man. It's Morgan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Here's Collins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first, they go right back to Collins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 10 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Eason. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On second down, Hurd, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's a first down run with Collins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is Collins on the handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. On first down. Hurd. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
70, Indy.
To throw on second down. Eason, flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and through. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Collins, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the move to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Scott. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On third down, Hurd. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. KC last year on fourth down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again. On fourth down, Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Looking to throw. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Eason escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cheifs. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Collins 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. On first down, it's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
94. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's James, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet. Please grip.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And it's caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Point after, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Pats, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home